should have a great opportunity in terms of just getting the neutral objectives, getting those 50-50 in, even in losing situations. Now, Guinevere, the best thing about her kit is to be able to stun up a person for a long duration of time. And she's going to be able to do that as long as she hits the first skill. Now, paired up with the knockup from the Edith, it might be a little bit easier, but best players seeming to have a little bit of a quicker edge in the jungle early on.
Yes, as you saw the votes on the bottom too, 62 to 38%. Looks like the majority of the votes are in BTK's favor for game number 1 up against Gaming Gladiator, maybe because of how well BTK performed against them in the last time we've seen them play in the playoffs now, or in the regular season. So we'll have to see how this kind of goes. We are looking at a late game marksman composition for both sides. The Natan up against the Claude, but on the bot side, a little bit of some early game finesse. Milo will fall, and the kill is going to go over to Fried Chicken.
Yeah, relatively common in terms of the emblems, right? Arlott, Grok, and Claude all have basic emblems, but the side of BTK often go for a lot of movement speed here, right? Oh, but a Violent Requiem
does go out. Cold World very low, forced to use the flicker to the wall. Able to recall back to safety. Chicken, though, need to get out of there. Hit the Terrified. Nicolette on his tail. Milo joining the party. He fell, but he finds a kill as a response back, as he is able to take down Fried Chicken.
Yeah, a little bit of small overextending, but they're looking to get onto Nicolette here. They don't have enough damage to be able to do so, but it seems like they're going to be able to get onto the objective for a 50-50 quite on time here.
Ooh, focus on the best player. Praise Wrath goes out. Mobazane able to take him down, which means they have Retribution on their side and the numbers to work it out. Looks like BTK, though, is going to disengage. They're not going to go in for this turtle. Zane now shifting focus to his purple buff.
And Basic able to win in the top side matchup quite early on with the Blazing Duet. Forces Natan back, so he's going to have quite a bit of gold plating in the beginning. Now, BTK, they feel like they have kind of the advantage towards the river. The Fredrin is quite hard to deal against, but Fried Chicken is peeking on the other side of the map.
Speaking of peeking, you are seeing both teams again fighting it out for this first turtle. Black Dragon going down from Milo, hovering around for possible kill. Zane will get the turtle for the Bloodthirsty Kings. Gets a kill, takes down Fried Chicken. Best player finds Milo. Shark will take down Cold World. Zane trying to get out of there very low. Able to get that speed boost to safety. 3 for 3 on the scoreboard. Turtle going to the Bloodthirsty Kings.
Man, I thought the Bloodthirsty Kings actually had a great setup in that team fight, especially when Zane was able to get that objective with the Retry, but the Violent Requiem from Best Player was able to knock up like 2-3 of the members of BTK. They shredded down their members, and they were able to trade a few kills back into their favor. 3-3 the overall. It is only a 3-minute game so far. Lots of action, very aggressive coming out from both teams. It doesn't seem like they are leaving the pedal on the gas here.
Yeah, we got to look at where the kills are going, right? You are seeing Mobazane 2 kills so far within the past 4 minutes. He was able to take down Best Player on top of that, which gives him a major advantage in terms of the jungle. We know that's BTK's strong suit, right? When Mobazane gets comfortable farming and rotating around, that's when the team overall does better, and that's what we're seeing right now from BTK. Zane in a very comfortable position. Best Player, though, having a little bit of a hard time finding his momentum so far. Still a little early. Can definitely turn this around, but something we have to kind of look out for.
Yeah, Claude has already picked up his DHS. The Cursed Helmet has picked up by Zane, and I think the Magic Resist is just going to be stacked on and on as the game goes. Thida GG, one of their biggest weaknesses so far is that Arlott is going to be the only one that is actually having physical damage, right? Natan, Feather of Heaven, Edith has magic damage in the ultimate. So is Vexana and Guinevere. So the side of GG may struggle when it goes into kind of the mid to late game moment where they have to rely on an Arlott as their physical damage. And Arlott is building up for Dominance Ice. So he's not going to have the biggest physical damage that GG may need here.
Yeah, and I mean, you are looking at Basic being about 1,000 gold ahead of Zia right now. We talked about both marksmen being that late game pressure that both sides can kind of rely on, and right now Basic slightly in the lead. Mobazane going in for the second turtle of the game, was able to claim the first one with little to no problem and picked up a kill alongside it. Will Gaming Gladiators be able to contest this objective? You're looking at Best Player in position, ready to take the fight.
Yeah, and last time when they were doing this turtle dance, the side of GG was able to kind of get the set that they're looking for, but Milo here.
Ooh, wild charge for the knockup after the Black Dragon. Zane finds Best Player. You are going to look at the turtle going to the Bloodthirsty Kings yet again. Getting everything they came for right now. Only up by 1 kill, but overall on the board up by over 1,000 gold and 2 turtles.
It seems like the Grok Wild Charge is just a lot better at initiating compared to like an Edith, right? Edith, typically you kind of have to flick your first skill to get the knockup that you're looking for, because generally BTK is going to be out of range since they know how far the Edith can go. And without the flicker, it doesn't seem like the side of GG has the ability to get the perfect 50-50 that they're looking for. Best player was pretty much just stunned, locked the whole entire fight. And then Zane was able to pick that up, another kill in his pocket.
Yeah, speaking of kills, Violent Requiem on a Cold World, a lot of CC, a lot of crowd control. Wild Charge to safety! Able to skate out of there. And this just shows how heavily of an impact Cold World will have for this team against Gaming Gladiators. Speaking of both sides, though, BTK, Nicolette will fall. Best player in the mid lane. Spatial migrations in to the turret for the kill. Zane now applying that pressure in the mid lane. Laser focused right now on this Fredrin. 3 kills under his pocket right now. Milo on the bot side going in, trying to claim turret. Doesn't go in for the finish, so is going to let the minion do it. The turret will fall on the bot side, and now GG will have to disengage.
Yeah, GG is definitely coming out with a little bit of style, but Zane might get picked off here.
Ooh, not able to escape. Black Dragon, though. Milo pulling up. A little late to the party, though. Zane will fall. Milo beside him, finding his 3rd death of this game, where Zane profits. Milo has fallen. You are now looking at 6-4. GG in lead in terms of kills, but in terms of turrets, BTK 2-0.
Yeah, and GG has been quite quick with a lot of these small skirmishes fights, right? It seems like Chicken's able to just rotate so fast.
Speaking of rotations, Fried Chicken finding basic. You were just talking about how quickly he can rotate around the map. You are looking at the turtle going to Gaming Gladiators with no contest.
Yeah, now the side of Gaming Gladiators have a small gold lead. They're going to be pushing it just even a little bit more further with the bot lane tower taken, evening it out pretty much across the map. It seems like GG potentially has found what they were looking for here. And you know, with the comp that GG has, we saw it earlier. Zane literally could not move with the amount of knockups and stuns and snares that the side of Gaming Gladiators have here. That's a problem. And if Zane is unable to tank all the damage, it seems like Cold World has to come in with his first skill, with some of his immune ability, to be able to soak some of that.
Yeah, speaking of trying to sustain themselves with the damage, Zane walking straight into the bush, getting chipped down a bit by the side of Gaming Gladiators. In terms of the map, though, BTK doing a good job rotating around with the split push basic. We'll be able to take the tier 2 on the top side, increasing the advantage that they have overall across the board for the map.
I mean, even with 1 death on basic, it seems like he's quite comfortable soloing on the top side without too much help coming out from the side of BTK. The scoreboard is in favor of Gaming Gladiators, but the gold lead is pretty much neck to neck here. And I think the raw element's going to be how much CC can Cold World take.
Oh, you're about to find that out right now. Violent Requiem for the knockup. Furious dive in from Milo. Hoon will be able to take him down. Gets a double. Shuts down Cold World. A 2-for-none trade in the mid lane. Gaming Gladiators now 9-4 lead in terms of kills, but still down by 2 turrets.
The amount of CC and focus that the side of Gaming Gladiator has is so good here, right? Like, they were able to just stun up the Grok, stun up Milo, and they could not move. The Vexana ultimate coming through, the Edith with the first skill pop up, and they got Natan shredding in from the backside. Even if the side of BTK decides to build things like the Radiant, the Athenas, it doesn't seem like it's helping out. The Natan is just doing so much damage here.
Yeah, speaking of damage again, looking at all the crowd control on the board, Hoon finding Milo, his 4th death of the game too, and that's that double kill over there from Hoon. Now 3-0-2. Some great execution from the mid laner for Gaming Gladiators. Nicolette on the other side, though, hasn't fallen too many times. She does have 1 death, but 3 assists on her side. Not as aggressive on the Valentina, especially compared to Hoon, who's having a little bit better of a time. But you got to admire Nicolette picking her battles, right? She knows not to overextend. She doesn't want to kind of lead the way in deaths, but not the same for Milo right now. He's having a little bit of a struggle up against Fried Chicken.
And that's a last pick Yu Zhong, right? Milo had the opportunity to look at the whole entire draft, and that is what BTK drafted here. And, you know, Yuzong definitely has things that he's good at, but there's a lot of things that he gets picked off, just like this.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of pickoffs, best player, we'll find Milo, his 5th death of the game. Shark takes down Mobazane. 2 members down for the Bloodthirsty Kings. No retribution in play. Looks like they will not be able to contest this. Needs to get out of the Lord Pit as Gaming Gladiators is sitting 5 strong. They are going to be able to take this objective and effectively has now turned this game around in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Gaming Gladiators, they like to group up in teams of 5s, 4s. You know, a lot of the members, they are well protected and they try to stack the CCs in a lot of these team fights. But it seems like BTK is playing kind of this 5-man stretch where they're sending Basic onto the far side. He hasn't gotten that much action sitting at 1-0-1, but he's able to get all the top and the bottom tower. That's huge for the side of BTK.
Yeah, definitely major objectives on the board for both sides, but overall translating better for Gaming Gladiators. Zia will be able to take the tier 2 on the top side. The counterplay from BTK though on a fried chicken, forcing out the flicker. Praise wrap from Zane, trying to get the kill, the knock up, the furious dive, the violent requiem for the set from best player. Boone will find Mova Zane. Milo trying to get away. Cold World Basic, all of them lined up trying to get the safety in the base. Gaming Gladiators able to win that trade.
It's the knockups piled onto the knockups, right? Shark first skill, Vexana ultimate, Natan first skill, you know, displacing, and you got the Guinevere coming in with the violent requiem. Like, they are setting up this kind of hyper strategy for Zia, and everyone else is just supporting cast with a lot of CC. Even Chicken has roam here, right? So, you know, the side of GG, they're hypering this Natan, giving him a safe space to work, stunning whoever is in the path. It doesn't matter if they're building armor, radiance. It could be Mobazane in the very front. They just stun them up and they chain CC, and it's working out brilliantly for them.
Yeah, but they do have a late game marksman, right? They have the basic that they can kind of rely on. Nicolette is going to find fried chicken, though. The siege to open up the base. Shark is going to take down Cold World. A 1-for-1 trade for both sides. A roamer for an XP lane. You are looking at Gaming Gladiators still in pressure for the map. They are kind of controlling this game so far, at least for the last 4 minutes. BTK now forced in a position to kind of play defensive, try and evaluate their strategy and possibly try and turn this around. But I don't know if GG is going to allow them that breathing room. There it goes, the setup, the siege for the inhibitor on the top side. It will fall. Zane caught in the crossfire, need to get out to safety, dashes back to the base, playing duet from Basic though. Milo finding best player, the counterplay. Basic takes down Shark as well. As 2 members falling for Gaming Gladiators, forced out of the base for BTK.
Yeah, good response coming out from the side of BTK. I think it is an overextension coming out from the side of GG. The Hunchby comes through in the Purify, but so much damage here.
Ooh, Zia finding Cold World, gets a double, shuts down Milo. Zane, a triple. Zia coming alive at the 13-minute mark now, finding his first 3 kills of the game.
Yeah, and it does seem like it doesn't matter if the side of GG has all magic damage. Natan is just too strong here, just shreds way too hard, and he's looking for the close.
Oh yeah, they're trying to end this. Basic trying to defend, blazing duet. Zia will find Nicolette. Basic last man standing. Look at the base crystal. 14 minutes flat. Gaming Gladiators